What's up, everybody?
You are now witnessing
Sorry,
the
Donnie.
Eddie Block and Joe Bubble Show. Yo,
Oh,
it's the Eddie Block Show. Drunk uncle on the side, ready, let's go. Hey, it's the
come on,
Eddie
Donnie,
Block
go.
Show. If
Go.
you agree or
Go.
disagree, let them know. Yo, drunk uncle,
How's everybody doing tonight?
chat like strange animals.
What is it? It's Tuesday the 15th. Tuesday the 15th. How y'all doing? Hey, it's the Eddie Block Show. If you agree or disagree, let them know. All right, we got Alicia in the house. Hold on, we just got a second before she turns on her microphone and her. There she is. There she
I
is.
don't see me. Where am I? Oh,
There you are.
my
What the heck?
camera's a little high today. You got a lot of headspace.
Yeah,
How let me just.
I have to fix that a little bit now.
You know
time.
what? Hold on. We're just gonna. There we go. Wait. Such a superficial medium compared to writing.
You're right.
Yeah.
How's it going? How are you doing today?
Oh, it's going spectacular. You know, we got to roll with the punches with what, 18 days left until we get some assurance that we have a United States government left that's actually run by we the people. Our rightful votes are going to count this time, right?
Yes, and you're going to all go down to vote. I don't care if you get a flat tire and you think President Trump's going to win. You still get down there and vote. I don't care.
If you flash back to all the things I did to save the election 4 years ago, the post office, for crying out loud. I wonder what's going on over there. I really wish I could duplicate myself multiple times and go keep an eye out on the post office, go sit in the ballot harvesting operations back like I did back then, and get all the footage this time, unredacted, published, and then file lawsuits. File like 50 lawsuits ourselves to anyone who breathes differently than the truth.
Right? The only problem is if you try and put that stuff on places like YouTube or anywhere else, they're going to shadow ban you and they're going to kick you off because, that's false information when we're showing you the truth.
That's why I don't even participate in the little climb on social media. For what? For who? So we get Zuckerberg more money?
Right.
So we can just keep giving them our ratings and keep giving them our last dollar and pumping up their system so they can put duct tape around our mouths or put us in a gulag.
Right. I mean, what is Zuckerberg worth? Like, he's like the fourth most richest man in the world, all because he stole it from his friends. He stole it.
It's not just stealing it from your friends, Eddie. And then, there's a report I'm working on. And quite frankly, the world shouldn't have to wait for me to type it up. Right? Because it's too important. And it takes a lot to sit here and properly articulate all of the things that are in Mr. Patrick Byrne's book. Yeah. Danger Close, Domestic. What is he? Could you pull up the book? In a few minutes, Eddie, because...
Tell me what the book is called real quick, because I didn't have a chance yet to look it up.
It's Patrick Byrne's book. I believe it's sitting over there. It's Danger Close, Domestic Extremist #1. And we can just segue into his book because we're looking at last 4 years ago, which to me feels like a few minutes, a few weeks, but I haven't stopped exposing all of the fraud. In like a decade, I've been exposing the Justice Department, the Injustice Department, as we say these days, and it's incredible. His book. I have a story I should have sent you. Patrick Byrne has also been helping the J6ers. He donated Eddie $200,000 to Enrique Tarrio's legal fund, which helps all 5 of the defendants, quite frankly.
Is that the one that Patrick Byrne goes nuclear on Hillary Clinton?
Well, that's the one. That's my title.
Okay.
On the video I uploaded. It's been viewed now on X, I think about 7 or 8 million times. So the word is getting out. But I do think that the American people need to know his story. I've never been so shocked, bewildered by the revelations that he talked about in his book.
Yeah.
All about the Russia probe. all about the coup that's going on right now as we speak, and how presidential elections really work, how billionaires really become billionaires. And if you read Patrick Byrne's book and listen to our compilation of interviews he's done, he's made a compilation of a series of interviews. You're talking Epstein Island and all this, stuff that we shouldn't say in the air. You see, Eddie, it's been now corroborated what the government does to set people up. And they did this to InfoWars.
Right.
They plant child pornography in your inboxes and this sort of thing to incriminate you. This is how they target their political enemies. And this is what they are doing and participating in, of course.
Sure, 100%.
They are the ones who are going to the weird parties at Bohemian Grove and Marina Abramovic and all the horrible stuff we had to see. I think more people were exposed to the dark reality that is our government operating through Hollywood, through all these corporations during the COVID lockdowns. That's when everybody was on the internet, and we had like Madonna, like looking like they're doing satanic rituals with Ellen DeGeneres, and everything was adrenochrome, #adrenochrome. You see all of this horrible stuff. And it doesn't stop though, because the mainstream media, they want to, which is the state-run media, they want to dismiss all of this now as fake news. Literally fake news to cover Seth Rich. Never before did we see something be categorically claimed by the corporate press and the government as fake news.
Yeah.
And is Donald Trump said, you're fake news. But this time it was Zuckerberg and big tech in cohesion with the government and the whole charade of mainstream media targeting you if you talked about the truth about the Russia probe. Sure. And Seth Rich and Jeffrey Epstein, the whole thing. I mean, it was John Podesta before we knew about in the mainstream more about Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait for that list to come out if it ever comes out.
It's incredible. Look at what's happening in the entertainment industry. Yeah, like I said last time we spoke, Eddie, the J6ers were being held in the same cell block as Diddy for attempting a protest, getting shot at. And then they get to go sit in the same cell block Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. And so that's where the top is coming real close to the bottom. And you could say via the Trump administration being such a man of the people he is, that our president is, that there's infiltrators all over the place. And there's too much to talk about in one sitting. That's why Patrick Byrne does it in a series of interviews. One with Roseanne. Yeah. And he tells you how Maria Butina was killed. Mm-hmm. If you're not aware of who she is, she's another actor in the Russia probe.
A lot of actors out there nowadays. It's insane the things that are going on that you would never in your mind believe, hey, that's going to happen. No, that's a movie. But no, it's really happening. It's really happening to us.
It was like I was bewildered studying the Podesta when in 2016 of October, WikiLeaks leaked some more documents, and what did we find there? We're flashing back to October 2016 and spirit cooking, and everyone wanted to dismiss it. You're crazy. I mean, it's on the headline on top of Drudge. People who don't know how to read. It's in their emails, people who don't care about reading and don't care about politics and don't care about the news as you go and drink your satanic Kool-Aid called a COVID poison shot to come in a few weeks, a few years, or whatever you want to call it, Eddie. I mean, this is deep-seated in our government, this child trafficking, the horrible Jeffrey Epstein culture that we've just watched now across only on certain platforms. I mean, YouTube, you can find all of this stuff where you got Jaguar. What's this woman's name? Jaguar Wright. You've got all these whistleblowers from Hollywood to confirm we're not crazy here. You got Ryan Garcia, the fighter. exposing the same injustice and being targeted in the same manner. You have the Tate brothers speaking truth under arrest, political prisoners around the world. We're just supposed to sit back and swallow the tyranny.
Yeah, but we're not going to do that, are we? That's why you're here watching us, because we're not going to follow the tyranny.
Don't forget the smile.
And yeah, and Alicia, so Digga says hi, Getsum says hi, Lauren says hi. We got all kinds of people saying hi. Pam says hi. So we just want to say hi to all those people.
Wonderful. I am not used to having a live audience in quite a while to comment. Like I said, I've been shadow banned on YouTube since 2018. Is that something to brag about? No. It's cut my paychecks down a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep begging and begging. Please, I won't say these words and I won't say these words so I can get clicks and fames and fans.
Yeah, you don't want those. All those people are trying to do is make money. They're not
what
trying
do
to
we have if we don't have the truth, Eddie? We're going to just go on the net. I was going to say, go click on the other network so I can finish the rest of my show. Because if I talk about beep, 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 then they're going to ban me. And literally... Right. I had another YouTube page I would use just to upload stuff during the COVID mandates. And that too would get striked. Like it has no name, It has no followers, but you need to strike down my upload too.
I had a page just for the January 6th after they started giving out all those videos, a couple months ago. I started that up and all I was doing was uploading the videos that came from the Department of Justice themselves. And guess what? I was kicked off of YouTube for it.
Oh, yeah. No, first they did it to some of us. Like I said, there was 200 at a time conservative platforms that were just scrubbed off the Facebooks, simultaneously off Twitter, off Instagram, no longer exist on Google.
Yeah. Well, so I don't know if you remember, I was on an HBO special called 4 Hours at the Capitol.
Yes, I saw parts of it.
Yeah, the next day I'm kicked off of Facebook saying I'm a white supremacist because I was on that HBO documentary.
Exactly. I had a show on Red Voice Media, another booming network that lasted for like 2 years before Uncle Sam said, "Get the heck out of here." And so as soon as I started covering the Proud Boys trial, let's get back. So I had to go back and plug back into the Matrix to host a show, of course. And then I covered the Proud Boys trial, made a link tree. As soon as I went to the Proud Boys trial, the link tree disappeared.
Wow.
Just, oh, sorry, we suspended your account. Oh, is it a magic that I have 10,000 people I accrued on one fan page and only 0 people see anything I post on there? Like, how will we live through this to keep saying, but now it's become a look at me. Oh, I'm the most banned person in the world. No, you're not that banned. Someone is paying you to tweet all day.
Yeah.
Because that's all you do is tweet all day.
Sure. Yeah. I'm not getting paid at all, so.
Well, let's change that. We are providing a service. I tell you, the news service is important. And I've realized through all of this, Eddie, more people need more news, right? There's a lot of people under attack, and there's one side of their story getting told. Even Elon Musk, right? I was like, this is another billionaire. Well, at first I had a great impression. Mm-hmm. And I said, this is another billionaire who's part of this satanic club who's going to go and kill primates and rub it in our faces and put brain chips in us.
Uh-huh.
Well, no, because the X platform is actually free, remarkable, more free, not completely free. Still can't swear the bad words, but I could still click around and see X-rated material or triple X-rated material. Right? But I've never seen more outer space activity. I've never seen like the algorithms that are more organic, like we saw in 2016 before Google said they would do anything to prevent another Trump situation.
Sure. Lauren Wimberly says, man, you're getting more respect from me, Alicia. So you're getting a lot of love out there. They're all enjoying you.
Man, thank you. It's been really tough.
Oh, yeah. Because let's see, first you were with Gateway Pundit, then you were with who else that's gone down?
No, Eddie. I started at the National Journalism Center like 13, 14 years ago. And I was with Human Events, and then I was at Media Research Center and Newsbusters. And I was with Town Hall, and I worked from home for quite a while on a bunch of different networks like Young Cons. Excuse me, my earring fell off. Young Cons and the Federalist Papers. And then I'm for there more WorldNet Daily, which I still work with now. And you will find these reports at WND.com, a network that is also censored and banned and targeted. In fact, the WND offices were raided by Mueller's Russia probe, which makes Patrick Byrne's revelations all the more close to home.
Yeah. Hi, Helen. Yeah.
And of course, Project Veritas and Gateway Pundit and wherever else. And whoever else that's under siege.
Yeah. It's crazy. But we're still out there. You're still out there doing it, and we're putting in the good fight, and you're writing all these amazing stories, helping all these January 6ers, the political prisoners that are stuck in jail when they shouldn't be. And we're going to help them get out.
Well, I mean, raising awareness helps. See, these trials, they happen in a secret. They happen in the dark. And the Barry E. Pretty Man federal courthouse is where to go to make men look real pretty, evidently. Yeah. And on the top floor of that courthouse, I did not realize until later, is the FISA court. I've written a story about the FISA court. You could probably pull up about how secretive it is. How you have to put your fingers through some digital identification, all of this behind these cinder block walls to get into the FISA court. So the FISA court's upstairs, and some of the judges who are issuing the surveillance warrants for the defendants that they're going to spy on before they arrest them, like our friends, the Proud Boys.
Yeah.
The judges issued the surveillance order, so it's even more rigged before the rigged recycled jurors come in. Because there's recycling jurors that happen there too. That happens in that courthouse.
Well, remember at the Cowboys trial, one of the jurors was a president or of the BLM from Washington, D.C. or something like that.
This is what I'm saying. This is nuts.
Don't get me started on Judge Kelly. Oh my gosh, that guy.
Judge Kelly is no different than Julie Kelly. They're on the same team. I mean, the Julie Kelly mega donor from Monsanto, who comes to court wearing a bright pink blazer. Like, we're at a funeral damn near. We're at a sentencing hearing. You don't wear bright pink to a funeral. Oh, but you're not here for us, are you? Pull up the receipts. Well, let's not do it right now because it's a waste of time. We don't have much time to sit and bicker about who frauds are and who's fraudulent, except if they're coming from the FBI, right? Not the ones who infiltrated our side, our little niche here of constitutionalists.
Sure. Did you want me to show this clip from the opening from Danger Close, where it's spoken by Michael Flynn?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Let's show a little bit of that real quick. And here we go. Let's hit play. Is this the one you're talking about right here?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Domestic extremist threat number one.
See if we can turn it up.
Is a book authored by Patrick Byrne, the former CEO of Overstock.com, who gained notoriety for his involvement in various controversies related to political and social activism. Byrne positions himself as a libertarian with strong views on government transparency, individual freedoms, and the role of big tech and the deep state in American life. In this book, he recounts his personal experiences and interactions with the political establishment and intelligence community.
Let me know when to pause it.
Offering an insider's look into what he believes to be the concealed workings of the U.S. government. At the heart of Byrne's narrative is his claim that he inadvertently became involved with elements of the federal government that he refers to as the deep state. He alleges this engagement began when he was approached by individuals linked to federal agencies, ostensibly for his cooperation in what was initially presented to him as an investigation into corporate corruption and foreign espionage. Yet, as his involvement deepened, Byrne found himself embroiled in political machinations with implications for national security and the integrity of the American Republic. The book opens with Byrne's background, describing how his philosophy of libertarianism and his success in the business world shaped his worldview. His critical perspective on government coincides with his philosophical beliefs that emphasize minimal state intervention and maximal personal freedom. Byrne presents himself as an unlikely participant in clandestine governmental affairs due to his outspoken nature and ideological leanings that often run counter to those of the establishment. Byrne provides a detailed account of how he came to be known as
Eddie, let's
domestic
pause. I didn't know I was on mute.
threat number one.
Oh, sorry, no problem. There you go. Yeah, I was waiting for you.
These details are entwined in his book and this series of interviews. There's also a 100-page print that he did with Time Magazine. It's right in front of our faces again, but we have to actually study it. We have to listen to it. We have to read it. We have to put some work in. I'm doing that work for you right off after we finish this call to condense it for the people and spoon feed all of us this imperative expose of the operations ongoing still.
Right. And where can people see that at?
It's well, first of all, you should all go and check out. It's on my Rumble channel now. If you could just direct people there. It's also on Twitter, but I don't have a shareable Twitter account at the moment. If you go to the link I sent you, Eddie, there's a segment where he starts talking, and the talking just goes on, very detailed about how for an hour in this compilation of interviews, and you can find
at the people
talking about taking a bribe. He's going to offer Hillary Clinton an $18 million bribe. This is the government's way of keeping Hillary Clinton and a Bunsen burner. So they can turn up the heat, turn down the heat, so they can keep her where they need to keep her. And this also involves child pornography, and it involves Jeffrey Epstein. It involves a former president, allegedly, according to Patrick Byrne. Patrick Byrne says, killing someone. Directing for someone to be killed. Patrick Byrne says his life is in danger in this series of interviews because they told him, the powers that be told him to shut his mouth or else. It's a life or situation, they told him. And this is not my words. This is his words as he goes on to start with Martha McCallum on Fox News, all the way over to Roseanne and everybody else he gets a chance to speak with. Patrick Byrne has asked me to do his story for over a year. I've been so overworked with the January 6ers. There's been no time to read a book while you're writing motions and articles for the political prisoners. And he's also given Ryan Samsel $20,000. He's given Jake Lang a lot of money. He's helping these people the best he can while he's in the front. Also being sued by Dominion for $1.5 billion for about to expose all of the election corruption and fraud of 2020. This man is doing remarkable work.
Wow. Hold on a second. Sorry, I just hit something. 1 second, everybody. We just had a power outage here. Luckily, my backup power is on. All right, we're good, I think.
I would say what pertaining to this discussion, I would not be surprised if I had a power outage too, because you'd be surprised.
Yeah, I live in the middle of Yosemite.
Here, it's a force of evil.
Yeah. Oh, they're definitely trying to get us. Gavin Newsom hates me. Guarantee you that.
Good. Well, that means you're doing something right.
Oh yeah. I've been kicked out of his events so many times. It's not even funny. Not even funny. Do you want me to play any of this here for us?
Yes, play a minute of it, because I would sound like, anybody would sound like a crazy person. Take it from the billionaire himself. And actually, if you don't know this, if you read his book, you will learn he's became, the heir of Geico. His father basically created the Geico. That is how Patrick Byrne started, became very wealthy. But he says to become a billionaire, they make you a billionaire. Right? So the billionaire class is in a government established, perhaps only deep state class.
Gotcha. I don't know where I'm playing at, so we're doing a Roseanne Barr interview.
She's going to send her people over to the FBI.
So tell me if you want to go somewhere else.
Ask who was part of investigating Hillary Clinton. And anyone who was part of this is going to be destroyed. And Patrick, this includes us, it includes our chain of command, it includes you too, Patrick. So this mission has been scrubbed from the very highest levels. We need you to promise us you will forget every moment of this. And I said, yes, sir, I promise. It didn't make any sense to me for a number of reasons. One, they would have analyzed it that way before I did it. It took quite a lot of law breaking to make this thing happen. Secondly, they were acting panicked or scared, and these are not men who get scared. These are guys.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Third,
Hillary.
it felt like the right thing to do. I know this sounds corny. I know I'm associated with the hard republic right now because of this side of my life. I had kept to the ethics of a military officer. I never criticized either president. I was always very. Right. One of the reasons I always embraced the Libertarian Party was.
Oh,
sorry. You weren't a Trump lover, right?
I wasn't a Trump hater. I was never a Trumper. I was like a military officer. Whoever wins, that's who I'm going to serve. That's who I'm going to.
Right.
That's a American there. You know, I never said Joe Biden's, not my president, because he was.
I never called Joe Biden a president because he never has been.
Well,
I'm not a single story you can find of mine where I call him the president.
Well, the way I see it is, if we're on a plane and I don't like the pilot, I'm not going to hope the pilot does a bad job. You know what I mean?
No, because if I know the pilot is dedicated on day one and before he ever showed up as a pedophile, and he's dedicated on day one to opening the border, manufacturing a COVID tyranny, perpetual epidemic, and shoving, I'm already dealing with whistleblowers who are saving people's lives, risking their own lives to do it, smuggling them ivermectin and remdesivir into the hospital while the medical board revokes their licenses. And you had another doctor in Canada they put in a psych ward, Dr. Nagati blew the whistle, and Dr. Mel Bruchet being taken to the psych ward for saying how many stillbirths happened all of a sudden. Okay, these are the people that I had the honor to stand around, work with, and tell their stories. Why is this happening? It's not because Joe Biden ever was an elected president. He's an installed, poor excuse for a dictator who has a diary in which his daughter talks about taking showers with him at an inappropriate age and is screwed up in the head ever after. And you also have his son out here also looks to be the victim of this pedophile cult.
Yeah. But all that's not true. Oh, we can't show the news won't show any of that stuff. They want to hide all that stuff. It's a joke. So I know you only have like 10 minutes left. Do you want to talk about Ryan?
Well, yeah, it's so funny because I'm working on these two gentlemen stories simultaneously and also in court with this stuff. And they both are risking their life to save this country, to save others, putting themselves ahead of others to get the truth across. And I told you on the last time we were here about Ryan's story, Ray Epps whispered in his ear. Ray Epps is a federal government plant. There's lots of them. They've infiltrated our networks. It's very easy to do. And so Ray Epps whispers in his ear. There's other reasons why the government tried to squeeze Samsel into taking a plea deal. We're headed to court on Thursday. He's asking the judge. He reached out to the public defender's office to tell about how his lawyer is horrible. His lawyer, he said, told him to go to the hole after the September 19th status hearing. He was scheduled to be sentenced on September 19th. He was also scheduled to be sentenced on September 3rd, his birthday.
Wow. So
the judge says, oh, it's your birthday. Let's sentence you to prison. Well, that didn't happen because we've been fighting for him to get surgery I have with a legal team been fighting for him to get surgery to remove 17 blood clots and 17 micro blood clots.
Yeah.
While he's fighting for this surgery, he provides analysis of the whole Ray Epps situation. I didn't send you links of Ray Epps' interviews with the FBI, which I published at the Gateway Pundit back in April. Ray Epps, he called the FBI. He says, I need you to remove my picture from your most wanted list. He calls them on January 8th. 2 days after the riot, and says, hey, I need you to take my picture down. And they do it. They do it a few months later. There's also allegations that he's had raped his daughter. I've spoken to his daughter. No one wants to publish the story. And I'm not saying it, she is. And so Ryan's exposed. Let's stick on the facts. He just wants to get surgery. We have to fly his attorney across the country, get him waived in to properly represent this defendant, and we're out of funds. His lawyer and his mitigation consultant, a mitigation consultant named Sam Mangle. Patrick Byrne gave $20,000 to Ryan's Send Go legal fund.
Mm-hmm.
We got up to $60,000. They took all of it. They've done nothing.
Wow.
So now, if we can pull
which
up
Gifts
his
and Go are you
or
raising
mine.
money?
Sorry, what?
I'm trying to look up your Gifts and Go right now. You didn't send me the link. Which one are you raising money under?
I'm going to text it to you then.
Okay.
I mean, really, you could use his or mine, but I'm on the outside here gathering the resources.
Because there's one that
So
says Fund for Victory with you, and there's a J6 prisoner now needs emergency. There's two of them that I see.
Fund for Victory is the one that I'm working on with Jonathan Mosley. The new attorney is Barry Silverman. He's a medical expert in the legal field, an attorney. And he's also assisting Dominic Pizzola, who has cancer. So this is not just one of them that's going through this torture, medical deprivation situation. And now we lay the groundwork to get it fixed. Now, hopefully, Ryan Sampson has sued Merrick Garland. He says this is the first time a complaint has passed to get Merrick Garland served. This is very important. If we're going to get it done regardless, but we're just working pro bono.
Yeah. I'm trying to add it to some of our links right now. Oops, don't want to do that. We're trying to get it to you right now. So I'm putting that in both Rumble and also in YouTube so people can click on the link to support you guys.
Well, we've got I think we're gathering everything we need. But the fact is, why all of this fight? Are they trying to take this man's life? He says they're trying to kill me. I can show you some of his stories. I'd ask you to pull up, which you can see through their own testimony, quotes on the page, the whole eating food through the toilet, being locked in the broom closet for 5 months with the light on. I mean, the medical records show in Ryan Sampson's case, the doctors have changed their story. Now, I wasn't there on trial when this happened. There is a doctor, refrain from using his name, who took the stand and said the FBI told him he needed to change his story. So he changed his prescription for surgery.
Wow. That's disgusting what they're doing to these guys. It really is. And here is we're going to put up right now.
I think it's evil.
Ryan in this little tiny area to where he's in just it's basically like a broom closet, right?
Blind to one eye.
Yes. Now here's a video he made while incarcerated. He had someone make it. They have cell phones and contraband all over MDC Brooklyn, where Diddy is now parked.
On my country's leader.
Yeah.
This is pictures from his assault.
Refuse Satan's
Ring
office.
orbital floor broken.
And for the January
Wow,
6th
look at that.
organizations that leave the men behind, like me, that's when I figured it's time to get my ass up. And I refuse to leave any man behind. I will not only rebuild my body, but I will strengthen my mind and my soul. I will take the fight to them. This is only the beginning. While some go on hunger strikes and crying and complaining, I stay hungry. I stay motivated to get to the truth. Not
Glad
for
he's
me,
working out at least.
for you.
What else can you do all day?
Them doing to you what they have already done to me.
Holy geez, look at that.
I will stand in
He's
between.
an MMA fighter.
I will
He's
pick
been an MMA fighter his whole young life.
what we do.
In fact, he endeavored to join the Marines, but this thoracic outlet syndrome problem didn't make the PT and all that. So he's an MMA fighter, and yes, his orbital floor is broken.
Wow.
Just break someone's orbital floor and don't give them any medicine or anything. And then when he reaches out to others for help, they want to judge him. They want to call him a fed. Just throw more salt in the wound.
Well, it's just a joke what they're doing to all the political prisoners there, including Ryan. It's sad. It's sad. But
It doesn't last for much longer, though. That's the good thing.
hopefully not. We got what, 15 more days, and then or 18 more days, and we're gonna vote, and hopefully,
God's showing up. God's showing up, and that's all we need to know.
Yeah.
Adi, do you understand how the rocket came back down and landed and got a little hug? And after it went all the way, did you see guys see that?
That was amazing. That was so amazing.
Why don't we end with that if you could pull that up, Eddie? I mean, why should we be doubting our capabilities?
Give me 1 second.
We just had the most breakthrough of all time with space exploration. And it's like a tree falling in the forest to the average day American because it's not on Channel 7 anymore at 8 p.m. for us all to tune in. First time I saw Ray Epps, I knew he was a Fed. Working with them long enough, they stand out. Yeah, they stand out. This guy stood out like a dinosaur. He's like 7'5". And he's the sloppiest. I call him the sloppiest criminal of all time because I was reading the comments, Eddie.
Yeah.
Because he says all day, he doesn't stop to see Trump's speech or anything. He says, I need you to go into the building. I need you to go into the building. That's all he does.
Right? Here's the video of it. Like, this is awesome. I can't believe, like, you know how much precision and mathematics it takes to be able to do this?
I know. I still can't even imagine that I saw this. It's so beautiful. After all the no's, all that can't be done, all there's no such thing as outer space. They lied to you. We never went to the moon. The Earth is flat. These are all the things I had to reinvestigate.
Right.
Along with Columbus Day over the past several years. No. I went to outer space. We unless it's all in front of a green screen. I'm going to go stake out Starbase Texas and find out one day. FAFO.
Heck yeah, we're going to go over there. We're going to go visit there. We're going to hook up with Elon Musk. We're going to get the interview with him.
Sit there as on the rock and watch that all day. I'll be happier.
Right? Oh yeah. Well, I know you got to go because you got so many stories to write. But
yes, I do.
If anybody wants to see your stuff, I'm going to start sharing as soon as you send me the links to your articles. We'll post it out there so everybody can check you out.
These articles are taking a long time to finish because you got to watch the whole thing, read the whole thing. But Eddie, Eddie's going to be joining me as a producer at my publication, and I look forward to producing a more regular show, Eddie. And you might be more reliable than I am.
You never know.
I might pass out writing, but you're showing up, so that's why you're going to be a good producer.
You showed up on time tonight. You made it at 6 tonight, so we're good. We're good.
We got to be people of our word, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So thank you so much for being here.
Please keep the prayers coming. I'm just reading the comments. Prayers are actually scientifically measurable.
They are. Well, we enjoy you being here, and I'm going to move on to the news, but you get to work and you save all these people because I know you can. I know you got the heart, and we're going to have you back on probably tomorrow night, right?
Yes. It'll be long days, but these long days are how we win.
Yes, ma'am. All right, Lisa.
God bless, Eddie.
God bless you. I'll talk to you later on the night, all right?
All righty.
All right. Bye. All right. That was Alicia Powe. Why do I keep saying Powe? That was Alicia Powe. I said it once again. Amazing person. She's helping out all these January 6th political prisoners that are stuck in jail. She's an amazing woman, a good friend, and we're going to do big things. We're going to help out all of our friends, and God bless when President Trump wins the election, they're all going to get out. They're all going to be coming home. And like a good buddy of mine said, he emailed me from there, Zachary Real. He's like, Eddie, as soon as I get out, the wife and I are going on a cross-country trip, and we're coming to California, and you better be ready to hang out and party with me and my wife and my family for a couple of days. And I am excited for that. I'm not going to lie. I'm very excited for that because, he's a great guy. He's a great guy. Okay, where'd all my buttons go to now? Uh-oh. Something just happened here. Now I can't access my screens. Interesting. Maybe this is why. Let's go here. What if I go here? All right. Now we're having issues. Well, anyway, so guys, you're back to just me now. Just Eddie Block. So we're gonna do this. I can't even get you guys the stuff to be on here anymore. What the heck is going on? Oh wait, stop. Let's see if I do that. Okay. Go to presentation. No, I can't share. Rut row. Unless, oh, that's what I did wrong. I put my screen down too far. All right. So you know us. We got to do our normal. We got to do a daily quote of the day. So this is the daily quote of the day. It's called "Start every morning with igniting the fire of ambition within you, and direct it towards achieving what truly matters to you." And this is what you got to do, folks. We've got to do this. We gotta start taking care of everything that we need to do here, and you got to move forward. You can't just lay on the ground and not do anything. You really can't. It's just awful. We can't do that anymore. We can't, right? So let's move on to this one now. I guess I gotta do it this way. So how's everybody? Do you guys like Alicia? Is she doing a good job out there? She's definitely helping out quite a bit of people, and God bless her for what she's doing. And here we go. So the U.S. Embassy now is urging Americans to leave Lebanon. U.S. Embassy in Beirut is calling on Americans to leave Lebanon as soon as possible as the war between Israel and Hezbollah intensifies. U.S. citizens in Lebanon are strongly encouraged to depart now. Well, let's look at this. Let's switch over here. Excuse me, the gas is coming out of me tonight. Where is it? Here we go. Share this screen. I need a way to share more screens. Wow, look at that thing. What is that, a rocket launcher? Holy jeez. Holy jeez. It says Lebanon. This is from the travel from the State Department. U.S. citizens in Lebanon are strongly encouraged to depart now. The commercial airport remains open, and there is availability on commercial carriers. Please check flight options at Beirut Rafik Hariri International Airport. Since September 27th, the U.S. government has kept it open. This is scary. This is really scary. Look at this. It says millions of Israelis are running to bomb shelters as sirens across Israel. Look at all those siren locations. This is not good. This is not good. And it's only going to get worse unless President Trump comes into office. President Trump's going to walk in there. You know what he's going to do? He's going to work his magic as a negotiator, and he's going to stop all this. I got Donnie for on me. He's going to stop all this, folks. He definitely is. I know it. I can feel it. I can definitely feel it. It's going to be big, and coming to a place near you soon. President Trump, 45 and 47. Or should we just consider him 45 still? I mean, he really should still be 45, in my opinion. What do you guys think? All right. So get this. Kamala Harris dropped in the national polls after a media blitz. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Says her media tour was a nightmare. It got torpedoed by two natural disasters. Joe Biden soaking up up her media time and coming off again, and just an all-around awkward person. Let's see what we got over there on X. We got something on X about this, so let's jump over there and let's see. So it says Kamala did a media blitz in the last 3 weeks and was dropped 4 to 5 points in two national polls. Jay Murphy Esquire says Harris did so poorly that she is scheduled to attend church today. Oh, I love it. Artificials take time when you aren't plagiarizing like Kamala. Yeah, we're going to get to that, Lauren. We actually have that coming up on our news segment here. It's going to be coming up next, which is right now. Let me just click on the link and get there. Too many windows. Eddie's working with too many windows here. All right, here we go. So it says Border Patrol, Fox News, the official Union Border Patrol, announced its full support for former President Donald J. Trump in Prescott. And guess what? We have that on X. We have that right here. We're going to show you the video where they did it. We actually showed it to you last night, but we're going to show it to you again today. because I mean, who doesn't love hearing that from the Border Patrol, right? So here we go. Share it, and we're gonna close this one down. And here it is. Let's watch this, guys.
America, I have a message for you. If we allow Border Czar Harris to win this election, every city, every community in this great country is going to go to hell.
Amen.
The untold millions of people, unvetted, who she has allowed into this country that are committing murders, rapes, robberies, burglaries, and every other crime will continue to put our country in peril. Only one man can fix that. That is Donald J. Trump.
Amen.
He has always stood with the men and women who protect this border, who put their lives on the line for the country. A man who knows about putting his life on the line for what is right.
Heck yeah.
This November, we have a choice to make. Continue the chaos. Allow the criminal cartels to control the border, to allow drugs and fentanyl across our country, or put an end to it once and for all.
So we put an end to it.
On behalf of the 16,000 men and women represented by the National Border Patrol Council, we strongly support and endorse Donald J. Trump for President of the United States.
Hallelujah. Right on, right on, right on, right on, right? I don't do a very good what's his name? Dang movie star. What the heck is that guy's name? You guys know who I'm talking about, don't you? Freaking, I can see his face. Guy's from Louisiana or whatever he's from. All right, get this. So Bill Clinton claims that Lincoln Riley would still be alive today if we just had some better border security. So former President Trump said in remarks this week that Lincoln Riley, the 22-year-old Georgia college student who was allegedly murdered by an illegal alien, would still be alive if the southern border were secure. Oh, I totally believe that. I totally believe that. Bloody internet keeps dropping only when I'm watching conservative shows. Really? That's crazy, Lauren. That's crazy. I can't believe that's happening. But guess what? So we've got the video of this as well. So we're going to show the video of this right now. And here we go. We just got to close this screen down. And we're going to watch this. Here's the, oh man, the crazy man himself.
You had a case in Georgia not very long ago, didn't you? They made an ad about a young woman who'd been killed by an immigrant. Yeah, well, if they'd all been properly vetted, that probably wouldn't have happened. But if they're all properly vetted, and that doesn't happen, and America is not having enough babies to keep our populations up. Okay. So we need immigrants that have been vetted to do work. There wouldn't be a problem. And he couldn't keep people all torn up and upset. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Did he just say what I think he said? If we had the proper vetting process, that wouldn't have happened, right? Well, who's in charge of that? We had a proper vetting when President Trump was in there. We sure did. But now Kamala's in there, the borders are, and she doesn't want to vet anybody. He's like, we can't vet anybody. You know, that's you know, that's hurting their rights and stuff. We can't do that to them. That's gonna hurt their feelings, and oh, poor this and poor that. It's a freaking joke, guys. It's a freaking joke. And yes, by the way, fuck you, FBI. Fuck or fuck you. Oops, did I say that? Did I say that? Did I say that? Can't believe I said that. I would never say that. I would never say that. You guys, anyways, guys. So here's our next little piece of news. Socialist Bernie Sanders. Let's see. I don't know. Can you see? I think the mouse on the screen now. Socialist Bernie Sanders for Kamala Harris as she campaigns for her as she attempts to distance herself from the crazy radicals. Vice President Kamala Harris is pulling out all the stops as Election Day fast approaches. First, turning to former President Barack Obama, who went to the black people and said, "You guys are black. You should vote for the black black woman running for president." Which, by the way, she's not black; she's Indian. And now enlisting socialist Senator Bernie Sanders to stump for her. You guys got to see this video. You got to see this. It's hilarious. You know, I was kicked out of a Bernie Sanders rally once. I wasn't even allowed in the damn place. They're like, "Eddie, we know who you are. We don't want you in our rally."
And if you think what's going on in Florida this week or North Carolina 2 weeks ago or the fires on the West Coast is bad, what the scientists tell us, it will only get worse. So for the sake of our kids and future generations, it is absolutely imperative we defeat Trump and we elect Kamala.
Hell no. This guy's crazy. And so Lauren, S.J. Phoenix is saying, Americans are not having enough babies because of the school system teaching kids to be gay or hoes that rely on abortion for contraceptive. You know, that's their whole goal is to, if you read all this stuff from socialist people, there's too many people on this planet. Oh, there's too many people on this planet. No, there's not too many people on the planet, but there is too many people on this planet for only America to support them. Watch, I'm sorry, I still watch TV. I love shows. I love science fiction shows. I love shows about the future. And all these shows about the future are saying, hey, we can't have more kids. You know, there's not enough stuff on the planet for everybody to eat. Bullshit. Elon Musk said the other day, I'll have to try and find it if I can, maybe later on in the show. Elon Musk himself said, that's a farce. That's a farce. Freaking, if you stand everybody on this planet next to each other, they could fit in New York City. There's enough of everything out there for everybody. What's up, Cajun? There's enough for everybody out there. So this is all just BS. Like I used to watch a show called The Silo. It's in the future and they're stuck underground because there's some big explosion and nuclear thing and whatever. So in The Silo, these people, they have to be approved to have babies. You can't just meet the woman that you love or the men that you love and have a baby with them. No, you got to get approved. Because there's not enough food down there and stuff like that. That's what they're trying to push, people. Just like with everybody, and they're talking about the if you watch all these future shows too, right? Everybody dresses the same, everybody looks the same. That's what they're trying to push. They're trying to push no races because they want one world. They want us all to be one single world. Everybody's wearing the same clothes. Everybody looks the same. That's why they're pushing all these interracial couples. Because eventually everybody's just going to look the same. There is not going to be any races anymore. That's what everybody is trying to push. That's what all these socialist people are trying to push. It's disgusting. It really is. And we can't let them do it anymore. We can't. This is not going to end well. It's not going to end well at all. Not at all. I don't know how to explain that to you guys more. What they're doing is they're trying to ruin our country. And they're trying to ruin the world that we're in. Right? THX 1138. I don't know what that means, Cajun. You have to explain a little bit. All right, let's move on to the next thing. Kamala Harris on Columbus Day. Wow, this chick. Freaking this chick. Kamala Harris on Columbus Day. European explorers ushered in a wave of devastation, violence, stealing land, and widespread disease. So according to Fox, Vice President Kamala Harris declared in 2021 that the U.S. must not shy away from its shameful past of European explorers who said she ushered in a wave of destruction for tribal nations. You know what? That's what life does. That's what we do in life. This is what we do in life. That's how things get better and better. We conquer and take over, right? Survival of the fittest. It's survival of the fittest. What's up, Gray-eyed Joel? How you doing? This is all about survival of the fittest, folks. That's why when we came here from America, yes, we had some issues with the Native Americans back then. Yes, but we didn't try to at first. They wanted to fight us. They didn't want us taking over their land. But I hate to say it, that's what for survival of the fittest is, folks. You want the best to survive. If we go the liberal way and you let all these, oh, we got to give the jobs to these poor people. And, oh, we got to get, we got to make the tests easier. They're suing freaking companies now and police divisions and fire divisions for giving a test that's too hard. Oh my gosh, the test is too hard. Black people can't do it. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Black people, these people, the liberals are saying these people aren't smart enough. I call bullshit. There's so many intelligent black people out there, it's not even funny. Look who was the first heart surgery transplant. A black doctor did that. A black doctor did that. So many black people that have done so many amazing things. So many Mexican people that have done amazing things in this country. It's not about race. It's about using your brain. This is bullshit. That's why we need to stop this. Because if we just keep letting the stupid people win, guess what? We're all going to fucking die. We're all going to fucking die. You trust me. I'm not joking around. We are all going to die if they keep letting the stupidest people get away and give them the jobs over the people that should be smarter. Do you want the doctor? Do you want the doctor that's going to actually cure your disease? Or do you want the DEI hire doctor that may kill you during surgery? I think I'd rather have the doctor that knows what he's doing. Do you want the pilot that is the DEI hire? Or do you want the pilot who knows how to fly, who knows how to check the weather patterns, who knows what to do in case of an emergency? I think I'd rather have that pilot. Like I said, they're trying to make us weak, and we are now. Remember before all this DEI shit? Before all this DEI shit, people would say, you know what? I don't like what the Americans are doing, but I'm not going to fuck with them. I won't fuck with them. Now, they walk all over us because they know Kamala Harris and Joe Biden and all the liberals are in government right now. That's why they're rooting against Donald Trump. Because they know when Donald Trump shows up, we ain't going to take shit from fucking nobody. Come on, Rocket Man. Come on, Putin. We don't care. Fuck you. You're not going to influence us. That's President Trump. And so here, this is Columbus Day shit. Let's talk about it. Let's show this little video here. Let's watch this video. I hate to do it, but it's camel toe.
Would you support efforts on a federal level to change Columbus Day to Indigenous Peoples Day? And why does that matter so much?
Sure. Yeah. And why it matters is, to your very point, we have to remember history.
I can't stand her voice.
And this question, I think, really is connected to the last question about our morals and our compass and our goals and our aspirations. We have to remember our history. Uncomfortable, to your point about truths.
Would you support efforts?
What a joke this woman is. What a freaking joke she is. I mean, I can't stand her. And why have to go and change Columbus Day, right? Like they changed a city here, a street in Fresno that's been known as a street forever, and now they had to change it to Cesar Chavez. Cesar Chavez. Somebody remind me after the show. So Ben Bergwam and I were doing a thing at Fresno State on Columbus Day a couple years ago. And Paul Chavez, which is Cesar Chavez's son.
Do you support efforts on a federal level to change?
Ben went to him and said,
you support?
Ben went to him and said, you know what?
Columbus Day to Indigenous Peoples Day. Would you support?
There we go. Hold on. You know what? Let's just do it this way. So Ben went to Paul Chavez and said, you know, if your father was alive today, he'd be voting for President Trump. And Paul Chavez wanted to fight with Ben. and argue, not fight, physical fight, but argue with them. He's like, you don't know, that was my dad. And Ben's like, your dad went to the border to stop illegals from coming across the border because they were taking all the union jobs. Oh my gosh, these people, they just, it's insane how little that these people really know. Right? And it's just these guys are, somebody paid Paul Chavez to push their liberal agenda. That's what it was. That's what it was. It's just they're pushing the liberal agenda. And the kids are so stupid now, they don't do the research and they just trust their professors that they don't even know. Yeah, I'm not showing you the word salad. Don't worry about that one. I'm not going to show you that word salad. So, hold on. We're going to close this one down. So, get this. Kamala Harris caught plagiarizing a 2009 book. Vice President Harris is being accused of plagiarizing from several sources in her 2009 book on policing that was released while she was a district attorney of San Francisco. The book, Smart on Crime, a career prosecutors plan to make us safer. I think she even stole from Wiki. Didn't she even steal from Wikipedia? Wasn't it Wikipedia? Let's look. I have something on here for you about this, and let's share it. Make this a little bigger. It says, somebody hang this in the Louvre. The New York Times claimed that I seized on Kamala Harris's serial plagiarism, admits later in the story that, in fact, it was plagiarism, and then calls noticing the fact racist. So conservative activist seizes passages from Harris' book. The 5 passages that Mr. Rufo cited appear to have been taken partly from other published work without quotation marks. Some academics, however, have characterized the campaign as racist. The plagiarism expert, Kamala Harris. Let's see. Where do they show it? The FBI pledged to keep a source anonymous, Trump out. Dishonesty checklist. It's not happening. It's not happening that much. Why is it your business? Yeah, why are you bringing up old shit? Why are you bringing up old shit? Anyways, let's move on. We're gonna go to the next one because I am gonna find that video from Ben. We have it on our Facebook somewhere, and we're gonna show it to you real quick. It won't take me too long to find it, but I'll find it. I would definitely find it. Here we go. So Russians, get this. Well, I mean, there's Russia, so I mean, it's Russia. A Russian city to erect a life-size statue of Joseph Stalin. This is from Politico. Joseph Stalin, the Soviet dictator responsible for millions of deaths in Central and Eastern Europe, will be commemorated with a new life-size statue to be unveiled in Russia. And they're actually, I have a video here which is actually showing it. Hold on one second. Alicia's texting me. Sorry. But yeah, life-size statue. You want to see this life-size statue? Well, I'm going to show it to you because I got it here. I got it right here, and you can see it. Look at this. So it says, Visregard 24, a full-size statue of Joseph Stalin will be erected in Vologda, Russia. As announced by Governor Georgy Filmonov, the monument will be placed in front of the museum that was built there, where Stalin lived in exile. Plans for a statue honoring Ivan the Terrible. Ivan the Terrible are also underway. What the hell? So let's watch this video while I'm doing something real quick. Wow. Putin thinks he's an embodiment of Stalin. Yeah, watch. You know there's going to be one about Putin here soon. There's going to be one for Putin, if there isn't already. There isn't already, guys. There will be one soon. Definitely will be one soon. But heck, who am I, you know? All right. Let's move on. We don't want to see this little dictator butthead, right? Let's go on to our next news item. And let's share it right here. All right. So the confidence in the media is continuing to decline. Well, no shit, Sherlock. So the Gallup poll, Americans continue to register low trust in the mass media, with 31% expressing a great deal or fair amount of confidence in the media. Well, that's why you guys watch people like myself and Alicia, right? Because we show you the real truth. We don't lie. We show you what's out there. We give you the tools to do your own research and work on that your own. Right? So yeah. Hold on 1 second. What am I doing here? I messed up. Let's show you this real quick. So these are the numbers. These are the numbers. It says this is a huge red. Oh, let me make it bigger for you guys. That's what she said. It's a huge light warning and a blaring siren. It says for legacy media to change what they are doing. Change what they are doing. You got to change what you're doing, right? Got to change it. Change it big time. Because what they're doing, whatever it is, has failed. It can fail even faster and fall further. So call in Bain or McKinsey and commit to the overhaul. In 5 years, maybe sooner, let's look at the polls. So look at the polls. So the green line is percentage, great deal, fair amount. So those are the people that are happy. The purple line in the middle is not very much so. And then the green line is not so much. So in 1972, not so much was way down here, and people, it was almost 70% that people trusted the news. Get to 2000, now there's only 50% people trusting the news. Went up a little bit, but then in, let's say 2004, it went down to only 45%. In 2016, it went down to about 32%, and right now it's at 31% of people that trust the news, and the people that don't trust the news is up to 36%. 36% of people don't trust the news anymore. That's amazing. That's amazing. As a journalist, I can't believe that. Well, honestly, I went to school for journalism, but I mostly went to school to become a filmmaker. I love film. I wanted to become a filmmaker. That's why I went to college. Dude, I'm going to be this awesome filmmaker, and just now I went the political route, helping out Ben Bergquam and stuff like that. And I can't be a journalist anymore. They don't want me. This conservative Eddie can't be there. Lauren says, even with the phone is now an investigative reporter. Problem is the social media companies control what you see. No one sees the truth. That's what's happening everywhere, Lauren. We've all been shadow banned so much. It's not even funny. It's just not even funny. So last one of the night, guys, and then we're actually, you know what? Before I do this one, let's switch to Rumble only. So everybody over there in YouTube land, we're switching to Rumble. Hit exclamation point Rumble. In fact, I think I'm still over there in YouTube. So let me go over there in YouTube and let me do it for you guys, because we're leaving Rumble. We're leaving YouTube and heading over to only Rumble. And so the link will pop up on your screen there in YouTube. Just look up Eddie Block Films over there in Rumble land. And hate to do it, guys, but we got to say goodbye to y'all. Goodbye, sweetheart.